the friend who's like always like negative about stuff, right? Like anything that happens, you have to watch out for that type of stuff. If they're negative about anything, something that positive that comes up, it's gonna affect them, especially in your friendship. And also I would say this: the friend who hates themselves. I feel like the friend who hates themselves is the scariest person to be around, and the person you probably should not trust. Honestly, the friend who hates themselves is the friend you should not trust. And why am I saying that? Because look, you gotta think about it. This person hates themselves. They don't like any aspects, anything about themselves. They don't love themselves. And that's one of the most craziest things, because if you don't love yourself, how would I expect you to love me as a friend? Or whatever, right? Or love what I have to do, love what we're doing, love how I'm grinded, whatever. Yes, you can say that, your mouth can say whatever, but how you feel inside? No. Come on. Come on, man. Noise. Not playing. All right, but look, we're back with another video. And I know we're like, and I know you're probably thinking like, dang, bro, what are the games? What are the reactions? What the live stream? When you gonna finish The Walking Dead? I know, right? I don't know. I've been moved. I've been moved. I've been lifted. I've been piece by piece, for real, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, great movie. Go check it out. Anyways, look, I don't know. I've been wanting to talk about some stuff, and no, I don't know. This is not like a serious thing where I just drop this, vid every month of me just talking. It's just kind of whenever I feel like it. And if y'all like it, hey, great. Even better if y'all like it. But so the topic for today, dang it. Instagram just sold me, Anyways, the topic for today. Okay, if you didn't check out the last video, make sure to check out the last video. Friends Make Great for Enemies. As a fantastic video. This video is similar to that, but that video is way more, I would say, harsher. I don't know. I don't know. It goes way more into detail. I would say so. This one's different. We're talking about being in competition with your friends. It's a topic of this video. Competing against your friends. And I'm not saying, we playing racing games. We're I don't know, regular competition, stuff like that, man. Whoever could run the fastest. No, I mean, sitting there looking at your friend as competition and being envious towards that person in secret. That is what the topic is about today. And y'all wondering, why do I keep coming up with these random topics? I don't know, honestly. I just want to talk about it. It was on my mind, so I'm gonna talk about it. And that's pretty much it. Things that have happened, life experience, stuff, whatever, things that are going on. I'm gonna talk about it. So, anyways, I guess I was sorry for like the signs to look out for. And mind you, I forgot notes again. So we're just going to freestyle once again, like every other video. Anyways, as you can see, we have a nice little collection though right here of videos where I'm just talking, you know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead and check those out. Pretty cool. But anyways, being in competition with your friends. It's such a weird place to be in. Not saying I've personally been there. I don't look at friends competition. I can't be your friend. I'm looking at you as competition. It's so weird. It defeats the purpose of like a genuine relationship. It's just weird. I don't have the energy or the time or space to really be in that. And in most, I'm not gonna say most cases. Not in all cases. It's something that was planned or something that people just do. They became friends with you because they want to be in competition with you. No. Sometimes it starts off as genuine vibes. So we have good vibes, you know what I'm saying? And it just gradually over time, it turns into something like that. Like, okay, for instance, you could have like a homie. You'd be a great homie, actually. And y'all just be cool. Y'all do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially back in, school days, they do the same thing. I go to school, go home, game, vibe. Nothing changes. Y'all have this pattern. Bro. I know you have good vibes, you have jokes, y'all go out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But in a lot of relationships, friendships, there's a shift that happens. either this thing has always been in his friend, it's like jealousy and just feeling envy, you know what I'm saying? Just because it can be, here are the things it could be. Either this friend is getting a lot of attention, his friend is good looks, funny, that girl's really a crowd pleaser, you know, Black Beatles. No, but for real. All stuff like this. And if a friend feels like they're getting left behind, it could turn, you know, stuff like that, you know. Now they're jealous. And it's like a competition thing. But in other cases, it could be a friend who wants to break the pattern of the everyday life we've been living. And what do I mean by break the pattern of this everyday life we've been living? I would say, like I said, going to school, whatever, gaming, whatever, same stuff, going out eating, whatever, same stuff. And this one friend is like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe it's, I want to go to college, do something differently, learn a new skill. I want to start working out, improving my health. I want to become an entrepreneur, stuff like that, bro. And some people, and I don't know why, people take it this way, but there are people who, okay, this guy is changing. This is kind of, okay. So some people don't want to be left behind, right? And it sucks because instead of being open about that in the beginning, they keep these thoughts inside until it manifests to something crazier. Now you hate your friend. Now you're envious to your friend, jealous, whatever, and plotting against your friend. Now it's like a competition now. That's like, oh, dang, this guy thinks he's better than us. It's not. This is just your inside voices. These are thoughts you're having that you think is happening that isn't. He's trying to be better. This friend or she or she trying to be better than the group, trying to be better than us, trying to do all this and that. No, bro. Sometimes people just want better for their life. And you're so stuck in your own bubble where you think that it's personal. It's not. And people will still think like this. You could have a friend who's like, yo, I'm willing to include y'all, the group, friends, or whatever, include you in anything I do. I'm going on this workout journey. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to do this. I want to include you. And you got people who will still be like, still mad at you or hating. And I'm going to break that down. Why are they hating? Why is this happening when there is things like that happening? And what you have to look out for in the first signs that let you know that something like this could happen in our relationship. First of all, the friend who's like always like negative about stuff, right? Like anything that happens, you have to watch out for that type of stuff. Because they're negative about anything, something that positive that comes up, it's gonna affect them, especially in your friendship. And also I would say this: the friend who hates themselves. I feel like the friend who hates themselves is the scariest person to be around, and the person you probably should not trust. Honestly, the friend who hates themselves is the friend you should not trust. And why am I saying that? Because look, you gotta think about it. This person hates themselves. They don't like any aspects, anything about themselves. They don't love themselves. And that's one of the most craziest things, because if you don't love yourself, how would I expect you to love me as a friend? Or whatever, right? Or love what I have to do, love what we're doing, love how I'm grinded, whatever. Yes, you can say that. Your mouth can say whatever. But how you feel inside? No. Come on. Come on, man. That creatine in there. But look, though. Seriously, though. If someone hates themselves, and people get so worked up and so mad, they're like, okay, they're doing this and that. But like, if you've known this for a while, that this friend hates themselves, don't be surprised that they won't, you know what I'm saying? That they start hating you or whatever is going on, jealousy or feeling the type of way. Don't be surprised. And a lot of times, it's like, sometimes people want to do the things you do, you know, talk to people you talk to, get the girls, get the whatever, do this, whatever, do that, grind. But they hate themselves so much, or they just think like, I could never do that. So much self-doubt and all this and that. When you think about that and you have these thoughts in your head, is, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're kind of stuck. I feel like you're stuck in this weird area where you're put in a situation to hate, you know what I'm saying? Or like, okay, say this. You're put in this weird area, right? Where you feel all this. And it's like any good thing that comes up, you have no choice but to hate it. Anything, you have no choice but to hate it. Well, you do have a choice. We all have choices. But you don't see that. You don't see the positive. You're just in this mindset. You already hate yourself. So you're in this mindset where I could never achieve this. I can never do that. I don't want to do it. And the truth is, bro, most of the people, you just gotta figure out your self-worth. Honestly, figuring out your self-worth and stop being lazy. Also, lazy is the big thing into it. Like when people feel like they can't do this or don't want to do it, bro, try it. Have you put your all into something? No. You give up so easily. Anyways, competing with friends. Getting back to that. So that's where it goes. That's where it starts with competing with friends. And now, especially the person who hates himself. I hate myself. Now I'm resenting you because I see you doing something in life that I possibly want to do, or a spot in life where you're at a place in life, either mentally or physically, where I would love to be, but I'm so stuck in self-hatred and I feel like I can't get there. I can't break this bubble of me hating myself. So now that hate that I feel about myself is going on to you, and these negative thoughts are just flowing my mind. And it's like they could honestly think you're a good friend and all that, but they're so messed up mentally where they're not thinking like that at the time. They feel like there's no way out. Life sucks. And yeah, I have my friend doing all this stuff that I feel like I can't ever do, but truthfully, anybody can do anything. If you just try, work at it, man. Yeah, and that's where this competition stuff comes from. Now I'm in competition with you, and that's crazy because sometimes that motivates people, and that is weird. And keep that friendship away from me, bro. My hatred towards myself went on to you, and now I want to be better than you or compete, or now I feel this resentment. I feel like this anger towards you because you feel like you thinking you're better than everyone, whatever. But no, you just want better for yourself. But I can't see that because I'm so stuck in this dark place in my mind that I can't see that. And that is scary. Okay. And so here when it really gets competitive. Here's when it really gets competitive. And where it kind of gets weird. So the friend, and they could hate themselves or whatever, or they're just jealous of you. They see you doing something, they can be mad because this either something that you're doing in your life isn't happening quick enough in their head. They're comparing themselves to you. Comparing yourself to another person is a killer. That's always gonna mess your mental all the time. Comparing yourself to others is a killer. Don't be comparing yourself to others. We aren't on the same journey as this person. We aren't on the same journey as anyone. We all have our own assignments, our own missions, our own journeys. Stop comparing yourself to people. And especially your friends. Why would I want to be friends with you? You comparing yourself to me, bro. Like, I get it as far as if it's like okay, this is a great friend. I wish to be that great one day. As in, like, are respectful, that kind of, like, what I'm saying, that creative, or if that friend has a skill or something, something like that. But if you comparing every aspect of your life to that person, it's getting bad. It's getting big and it's getting bad. Stop doing that. That's a confidence killer. That is everything. That messes with your mental. Sitting there doing that. It's stupid. You're on your own journey, your own path. Do what you got to do. Worry about yourself. Time is different. Come on, man. Everyone has their own time to shine. Come on. You tripping. You too busy worrying about that friend doing what they got going on. The whole time, they're not even thinking like this, man. They look, hey, I want to see my whole crew win it, whatever the case may be, bro. And the whole time you were, yeah. But your whole mindset is something else inside. You hate my guts. Like, over something I can't control. And that's your fault. Be honest with it. Like, come on. Be honest. These are the signs, though. These are the signs, bro. But yeah, it's the comparison, the self-hatred, stuff like that. Those are all things that will lead people into competing in friendships. And it's like, okay, he's doing this, so I'm gonna try to do this. And it will never, when you have a genuine person who's like going through life, chill and know what they want and going through life and achieving their goals, it's never gonna be the same as someone who's a friend who's competing with you and trying to get I want to get the better lifestyle in this person, better shoes, better girls, better pizza, whatever, Papa John's, right? It's never going to be the same. Eventually that gets old. That gets old, and eventually the friends will find out what's going on. And then what do you have then? And it's weird. It's like in a way, it's like an imposter syndrome in a way. But yeah, and these are other things that happen also. You notice like group hangouts. You're probably not getting invited as much. And you're like, well, what's going on? Or whatever, right? Stuff like that. People really, the competition stuff be real, man. And the hatred be real. I'm not getting invited as much to events, parties. Am I talking to them a lot? And it's like, what the heck? What do you say F me for? And you really don't know. And then it's crazy because then you got some people who will play it off like, oh man, we all good, bro. Tell me what's going on, bro. Like, just go ahead. You was so embarrassed by that. It's like, yo. I mean, it is a crazy thing to say, but still, the fact that you feel that is insane. It's one thing to feel it. It's another thing to do obvious things. You know what I'm saying? As far as like leaving people out, not text people for real, stuff like that. When people are not even congratulating the friends and stuff like whatever when things are going on. And these are the people who like they can't be happy for other people unless something great's going on in their life as well. Those friends will be competing. It's terrible. And also it's another thing. Friends who compete. Once they get, let's say, I'm gonna just use this word because I can't think of anything else right now. But I'm gonna just say upper hand. It's not really an upper hand, but they feel like that in their head that it's an upper hand. If they had the upper hand on you. But once they get something in their life, let's say for example, right? The genuine friend, you know, they're just chilling, going through life. Say they don't have a partner or something, right? They don't have a partner. The friend who's been competing, right? Let's say they get a partner, right? And they feel like in their head that that's in like upper hand over the other friend, right? Because they're in competition. They're in competition. Whoa, this is a one-sided competition. Anyways, they'll feel like, oh, I have something over this person, and they go all out that thing. They will go all out that thing, and eventually, this is a way of isolation. In a way, right? This is what I don't understand also. And this is what I mean. I'll elaborate more on the isolation part. This is also what I don't understand. Because they would do all that. Let's say they give it a partner, whatever. They will go to the partner, yapping about you, talking about all types of, like could be putting dirt on your name, my guy. Dirt on your name. Saying the most while they're in this good state or whatever, right? Just because they feel like they're up and they're in a good headspace, they feel like they're up. And there's something so bad about that when you feel so high up, but especially off a partner. But that's another video we'll talk about at a different time. Anyways, putting your all into a partner. We'll talk about that at a different time. Anyways, this thing sucks about that because you have done so much in this competition you've been doing, and then it could be slandering a good friend's name or doing this and that because you feel whatever is going on with this person. Once or if that crashes or that ends, people want to come around you more. His friend is in competition with you. They want to, because they're back in this dark area now. They don't have that thing over your head. I guess I'm not gonna say over your head, but this thing that I just I'm just say that not over your head. I don't want to use that word. They don't have this I don't know, this thing that they feel anyways, that they feel is over your head or whatever. They feel they're above you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That crashes, then they come back around and want to talk to you and then want to like talk about things and whatever, bro. When you see that, like how they've been acting before that, the distance and everything else and being weird, and when things come crashing down and they run back to you, this friend who's been in competition with you, I think it's just right there. It's time to just leave. Cut that friend off. Like honestly, cut that friend off. Pray for that friend. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But cut that friend off because they did it once, they'll do it again. And a lot of people fall for the opening and then the excuses and then, yeah, man, I was just doing this, I was going through this was just happening. I really don't want to hear that. You did that once, you'll do it again. Especially something that's not that deep. If you took something that wasn't that serious and made it, into this something huge, bro, you'll do it again. So being in competition with your friend is so deadly. And it's so weird, and the jealousy is insane. There are a lot of people who have died behind this, who have killed friends and all that behind jealousy, behind being in competition with them. It's all these type of things. It's sad, but yeah, it's true though. These things have happened all the time, man. Jealousy is a killer. It's just, man, you just gotta watch out for certain things, man. If I guess I would say this: if you have a group, and the moment you start talking about big plans or want to change your life and stuff, and the people get quiet and try to distance themselves, those are the you gotta watch out for. They usually stand out. They think they're quiet, they think they're hiding, they think they're ducked off. Those are the people. And, I'm not telling you just, oh, that happens. Oh, cut them off immediately. No, you can. I don't know. If you notice certain things, you can talk to them, or you can just wait and see. Sometimes, a lot of times, I like to just. I won't say a lot of things, me personally, because I want to wait and see. I want to give you the chance to say something, and if you don't say anything, eventually I'll say something, or I just want to see how far you take this. A lot of people feel like they're getting away with a lot of stuff. I feel, but no, I just won't say anything, and I just want to see how far you'll take this. So yeah, that it's crazy being in competition with your friend. And I'm sorry if I'm switching to like topics a bit, or like, you know what I'm saying. It's my fault. I don't have any notes or anything. I'm just freestyling as I go. But everything's popping to my head. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the competition. It's a shorter vid. Just watch out, man. Watch out for those people. Those aren't good people to be around. They aren't, and they won't start getting cool or chilling out more until like that's what it was, upper hand, or like life is kind of or whatever going good for them. But if I can't trust you, you know what I'm saying, to support me or be happy for me when life isn't as great for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it works both ways. I feel like I would do the same. Yeah, I'm still be happy for my bro. But if you aren't happy for me when life is okay for you or whatever, you're not happy for my achievements or whatever, bro. I don't. Why? What are you doing? Oh, also, this is another thing I forgot. Watch out for those jokes. Okay, I know we get jokes of like friends glazing friends. Oh, this man to go, or this man, this and that, whatever. No, there's always those. There's always those one individual. Like they'll glaze you. They'll say this and that as like it's funny, but it's usually some weird stuff behind it. I'm not gonna lie. Like if it's overly glazed and it's like, you're kind of doing too much. There's always something behind it. Like some thoughts. They're really keeping like they really. I don't know. I'm trying to explain it. Okay, but you have this friend that's like overglazing you, overly glazing you. I find those people have secret motives. They have secret thoughts in their heads. These are things they notice about you. Oh, this is that. You do this, great. You do this, there, whatever. Because when your friend is in competition with you, yes, they're gonna notice and take all these notes about you. I find like little jokes like that always let out the truth. Like little jokes people say, there's always some little truth behind it or some little secret, whatever behind it. Especially if the jokes keep going on and they keep saying these jokes. These are run-on jokes all the time. Watch out for that. Yes, these are great things they notice about you. Yes, they won't let you know that these things are great about you. They'll keep it as jokes or whatever. They'll keep it in their head, but they really can't stand these things about you. These are things that they despise you for. And these are probably natural, God-given gifts, natural things you're born with, things you can't help. But they're so lost and they're such in a negative headspace in this. Like, and I'm not about to let depression or a negative headspace be an excuse for you being a terrible friend, for you hating, for you want to be in competition with me. I'm not letting that be an excuse. I'm sorry. People get depressed, yes. People get, negative thoughts, sad, whatever. That doesn't mean you have to turn into this whole like other individual. I feel like it's always been you. These are not things that just created because your friend is doing something great. No, this jealousy, these thoughts and this stuff, comparing yourself, this imposter syndrome, these are things that's always been you. And they just get amplified more and exposed and coming more to the surface now. But yeah, that's it for that video. I'm going to drop another video right after this. So make sure to check that out. I'm going over people pleasers next. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm probably do a little more editing with this one. I usually don't, but I probably will. And yeah, peace. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed these talks. And again, I'm sorry if I was moving in different directions. I'm just freestyling here and I'm going off my head. That's why I need to take notes, actually. These thoughts I have throughout the day. I need to take notes because then I get stuff like this where I'm going back and forth between topics. But yeah. Peace. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.